This is the day we've been waiting for.
This is the day that we've worked for,
studied for,
practiced for,
prayed for,
fought for.
1,000 moments have led to this day.
exams, projects,
Service,
late nights, and early mornings,
concerts, games,
coffee, lots of coffee.
and 1,000 more will come from it.
Careers, friendship,
Adventures across the globe.
Triumphs, challenges,
The chance to make a difference.
This is the day we start something new.
empowered by the things we found here.
Community, faith, inspiration, pride.
a world-class education.
to create an impact.
In Chicago and beyond.
In ways big and small that make the world a better place.
This is the day we've dreamed of.
This is the day.
Our day.
Today.
This is the day we've envisioned.
It's here.
Now let's go forth and set the world on fire.
Honored guests and celebrants, your attention please. The ceremony is about to begin. Please welcome the Stritch School of Medicine candidates for the Doctor of Medicine degree. Please draw your attention to the processional of faculty, administration, and President's Party members. Please welcome Margaret Callahan, Provost and Chief Academic Officer for Loyola University Chicago, who serves as your Master of Ceremonies for today's program.
President Reed, Dean Marzo, members of the Board of Trustees, officers of the university, deans and vice presidents, guests of honor, members of the faculty, candidates for graduation, and your family and friends. Welcome to the 153rd Annual Commencement of Loyola University Chicago Stritch School of Medicine. As we begin, I'd like to draw your attention to the university's land acknowledgement statement on the inside front cover of your program, honoring the heritage of the grounds we walk. Now, will everyone who is able please stand as the Loyola Wind Ensemble plays the national anthem. We ask that you remain standing until after Father Dr. David DeMarco of the Society of Jesus gives the invocation.
In the silence of our hearts, let us together pray. Good, gracious, and loving God, you charge the world with your grandeur and allow it to shine forth in all things. From the bright wings of angels to every patient's face, we experience the diaphany of your flaming Spirit. As we gather to mark this moment of accomplishment and transition, we lift up to you in thanksgiving all those who graduate this day and who forevermore join the ranks of our cherished profession. Amidst their excitement and energy, may they pause to lean back now into the experiences through which you delivered them to this remarkable threshold. May they remember the gift of their primordial desire to heal, and those who nurtured it, those who have known them and loved them longest, their families, their dearest friends. May they remember the generous guidance of their mentors, those who reached out to them with cura personalis, those who modeled your divine and healing presence. May they remember their many graced encounters with patients and fellow classmates, those moments through which you shaped their heart for generous service. May they remember it all. May they remember. Good and loving God, for myriad experiences that have shaped those who graduate this day, we give you thanks. And we ask that you send down your most Holy Spirit upon them all. Bless them as they go forth into the rest of their amazing lives. Bless them as they go forth as balanced instruments of your healing presence. Bless them to be inspiring leaders whose lives make present the Ignatian Magis as they work toward a more universal good with wisdom and great-heartedness. And bless them to be creative spirits who can imagine a world where your justice fully reigns. Bless them abundantly. Bless them. We make this prayer in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father Dr. DeMarco. Will everyone please be seated? It is now my pleasure to present Dr. Sam Marzo, Dean of the Stritch School of Medicine.
Congratulations, class of 2023. On behalf of my fellow physicians here on the podium, we'd like to offer you some advice for your years in residency and beyond. Commencement marks a beginning. Learn the art and science of medicine as it is a lifelong pursuit. There are things that you will learn in your residency training that will help you in your careers, and there are also things that you will learn in your careers that you didn't learn in your residency training. While a career in medicine is your life's calling, don't put your life on hold in the process. You may find love, you may even have children. Take care of yourself. Work out, eat well, get sleep when you can. Keep some spirituality in your life. It will serve you well. Think for yourself. Know when to lead and when to follow. Ask good questions. Be humble. Remember that you will be caring for people, someone's mom, dad, brother, sister. They are not diseases. Get to know your patients. Sit down and take time to talk with them. You will learn a lot. Ask about their families. Listen. Pray with them. Be a great colleague. You will learn that nurses and other members of the care team in the clinic, operating room, emergency room, and ICU often know more than you. Listen to them. They can make your life heaven or hell. Treat them well. Finally, learn from your failures and celebrate your accomplishments, especially today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Marzo. I am now pleased to invite Cheryl Jong, President of the Stritch Class of 2023, to the podium to provide remarks.
Dear fellow graduates, honored guests, esteemed faculty and staff, families, friends, and those who could not be here with us today. It's an honor to stand before you as we celebrate the culmination of our years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to remember two special individuals who are an important part of our community. Nicole Walls and Matt Weinberg were cherished members of our class and dear friends to many, and they would be graduating with us today. They are still and will always be greatly missed by all who knew them. A moment of silence for their remembrance. Thank you. Today marks a monumental moment in our lives. And as we gather here to celebrate our graduation, we stand at the threshold of another new beginning. Remember our previous new beginning? The phone call from Dean Neighbors with your acceptance that you were going to be a doctor. The first orientation day with all of us together. Do you remember when Dean Mendez said, unprompted, that we were required to be at graduation day, as if this was a frequently asked question, as if people would ghost on graduation? We all chuckled, wondering, what could we possibly miss graduation for? As we sit here together, after returning from time away from the hospital, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. pre-rounds, school responsibilities, leaving after 7 p.m., after returning from vacations and blissful, carefree times with loved ones, I am recognizing that his foresight into our senior year vacation planning was wise beyond our years. Now, I'm not here to bestow any learnings I've had throughout the years or give an amazing or profound speech, because quite frankly, I'm probably the least impressive person in this room. That, and because I wrote most of this on my phone on a flight. What I will talk about today is how grateful I am for our last mandatory assembly together. Because today we are together for one last time. Our last time before one of us will go on to cure Alzheimer's, another will go on to end world hunger, another will go on to become a meme god, all of which are equally commendable. There is no doubt that we are graduating amongst a class of incredible individuals who will lead astounding lives. As we look forward to our futures with anticipation for the unknown, I'd like to take this moment to cherish the memories we've made at Stritch. While I will not miss the gravel lot that handed out flat tires, or the OSCE mannequins that taught me how to do a physical exam, watch out everyone, I will miss a lot of things about my time here with the people here. I will miss the feeling of excitement and joy of being with new friends and dancing orientation weekend away in a hot, sweaty, dark, debonair nightclub. I will miss chatting away with classmates, Jake and Alex, about who could be the meme mastermind behind Stritch student suing. 4 years, who could it be? I will miss how Dr. D would render highly accurate and realistic pictures of One Direction during anatomy to add comedic relief to the lecture. I will miss the Depora's study pod, the Depora's landlord, and meditation room, more known for its characteristic napping students than its transcendentalism. While our time together as a class is coming to an end, our memories of these years will last a lifetime. I think fondly of Stritch, and I will in the future. And when I hear so-and-so's daughter has been accepted to Stritch School of Medicine, nostalgia will kick in. I'll chuckle and think about how I won't miss the grueling hours of studying, and then I'll reminisce about the time Farah tried to scrape 2 feet of snow off her car'd windshield with a plastic spoon. I'll tell my friend's daughter that she's going to be surrounded by an exceptional group of people who will become her family for the next 4 years. I'll tell her that it'll be an experience of a lifetime. As we conclude our medical journey and prepare to embark on the next phase of our careers, let the realization set in that we will never be together like this again. We will stay in touch virtually between call shifts and on our commutes. We will trade vacation days and a kidney to fly across the country to see each other for a long weekend. We will be grateful knowing that our colleagues are only a GroupMe message away. Finally, in reflecting on this journey, we can't feel but feel grateful for the incredible support we've received from our families, our friends, our mentors, colleagues, and ChatGPT. We would not be here today without their unwavering guidance, encouragement, and support. We would not be here today without the memories of our time together. So, as we leave this place and move on to the next new beginning, let us carry these memories with us and cherish them always. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Cheryl. It is now my privilege to welcome back Dean Marzo to introduce our commencement speaker, Senator Richard Durbin.
It is a great honor to introduce Illinois Senior U.S. Senator Richard J. Durbin, who for nearly 3 decades has served with distinction all Americans and especially the people of our great state of Illinois, as well as many medical students. Because we don't have time to talk about all the ways Senator Durbin improves the lives of countless people, I will highlight 2. First, Senator Durbin helps Loyola and Stritch put its social justice mission into action. A proud son of immigrants, Senator Durbin first introduced the DREAM Act in 2001, which was bipartisan legislation that would give young immigrants, dreamers, who grew up here a path to citizenship. In 2010, Senator Durbin and a Republican colleague were the first in Congress to call for the creation of Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, also called DACA, legislation to protect these dreamers from deportation from the United States. Stritch is the first U.S. medical school to openly accept DACA students. Today we are delighted to confer degrees to 6 dreamers. One is Stritch's first MD PhD DACA recipient. These soon-to-be physicians bring the total of Stritch alumni who are dreamers to 38. Second, along with championing immigration reform, Senator Durbin advocates for protections to safeguard children's health, and he authored landmark legislation banning smoking on commercial airlines. With Senator Durbin's support, Congress passed and the President signed into law historic legislation to extend access to affordable health insurance and help ensure Medicare is strong for future retirees. He supports increased appropriations to the National Institutes of Health for medical research, along with funding for other scientific discoveries. On behalf of Loyola University Chicago Stritch School of Medicine, thank you, Senator Durbin, for making so many dreams come true and for improving access and health care for Illinoisans and people throughout the country. Senator Durbin.
President Reed, Provost Callahan, Dean Marzo, faculty, administrators, family, friends, Sister Jean, it's an honor to join you on this happy day. And to the stars of this show, the reason we are all here, Loyola University Chicago, class of 2023, congratulations and hallelujah. You made it. Soon you'll be trading those black gowns for white coats. We can't wait. I have a few thoughts to share with you, but first, I want to wish an early happy Mother's Day to all present. I am who I am today because of my mother. Her name was Anna. In her home country, it was Ona. She came to America from Lithuania at the age of 2. At the time, Lithuania had been occupied by the Russians for more than a century. My mother's family arrived here with almost nothing. One of their most precious possessions was a Catholic prayer book written in Lithuanian. They had kept it hidden in Lithuania for years because both their faith and their language were banned during the occupation. Like nearly every immigrant I ever met, my mother believed in honest, hard work, and she believed deeply in America. I want to thank Loyola Chicago, especially as the dean is recounted, for believing in immigrants. In 2012, Loyola University Chicago's Stritch School of Medicine made an amazing, historic commitment. You became the first medical school in the United States of America to openly admit DACA students. Thank you. As the dean noted, today 6 of those dreamers are receiving their MDs, bringing to 38 the total number of DACA recipients who've graduated from this outstanding medical school. Among these 6 new dream doctors is Cesar Montelongo Hernandez. Cesar, to our knowledge, is the first DACA recipient in America, to earn an MD PhD. Congratulations, Cesar. And congratulations to every single one of the members of the class of 2023. I am in awe of your achievements. I want to tell you about a physician who made a great impression on me. His name was Paul Farmer. I met him about 10 years ago at a hospital that he helped to establish in the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, Haiti. We had to travel for more than an hour from the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince over the worst roads I've ever traversed in my life. But at the end of those winding, rutted roads, we found a miracle outpost of humanity. Dr. Farmer had established a modern hospital and community health center, providing excellent care for some of the poorest people in the world. I literally met doctors from every corner of this earth who volunteered to come and help make this hospital in the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere a success. Who was this man who had created an island of hope amidst poverty? Well, Paul Farmer was an infectious disease doctor who battled epidemics, disease, disaster, despair, and inequality on 4 continents. He was also an author and humanitarian. He grew up in a very poor family in Alabama and Florida. They knew what it meant to struggle. One summer, they worked alongside Haitian migrant workers picking oranges. Paul Farmer attended Harvard Medical School on scholarship, earned a medical degree and a PhD in medical anthropology. He then picked up and moved to Haiti. With a handful of like-minded friends, founded an organization called Partners in Health, which remains to this day one of the most admired healthcare institutions in the world. Over the course of nearly 40 years, Paul Farmer became the preeminent healer to the poorest of the poor, not just in Haiti. Partners in Health worked in the Navajo Nation of the United States, Rwanda, Lesotho, Malawi, Mexico, Peru, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Russia, Nepal, and dozens of other countries. What kept Paul Farmer going was a deep conviction that no one was too poor to be entitled to health care. Last year, sadly, Paul Farmer died in Rwanda, where he had been teaching. He was 62 years old. Why do I tell you this story today? I expect that some of you, like Paul Farmer, will use your skills and knowledge to heal the sick and improve health systems in poor nations, and I bless you for it. But you don't have to travel to Haiti or sub-Saharan Africa to meet people who live sicker and die younger than their neighbors simply because of who they are and where they live. Just board the Blue Line here in Chicago and go from our loop to the L stop in East Garfield Park. Between those 2 Chicago neighborhoods, just 5 miles apart, life expectancy plummets 16 years. 16 years. Or go to a small rural town in southern Illinois, or any state, really, where a hospital is just closed. The town's only doctor is about to retire, and the nearest emergency room could be a half an hour to an hour away. Our city, our state, and our nation need you now more than ever, your skills and your dedication. 2 years ago, I authored a plan to add $1 billion to the National Health Service Corps to provide scholarships and loan forgiveness for doctors and other health providers who practice in underserved communities in America. My plan was passed as part of President Biden's larger American Rescue Plan, his COVID relief plan. I hope you'll discover that option and practice in a community where you are desperately needed. I might add parenthetically that sadly, this is one of the spending items that is on the cutting room floor with the debate that's going on in Washington. I'm going to do everything in my power to preserve this money for the National Health Service Corps. I want you to be able to consider, even despite the debt which many of you are harboring, the possibility of serving in the National Health Service Corps with loan forgiveness. As physicians and medical researchers, you're some of the most admired and trusted members of our society. I hope you'll do as Paul Farmer did, heal your patients and set about changing this world. Today is the day, sadly, I recall it, that Officer Ariana Preston and her family had looked forward with much hope and anticipation. Chicago policeman Preston was scheduled to receive a master's degree in criminology today from Loyola of Chicago, but she lost her life in a brutal assault in the early hours of the morning, and she arrived home where she was arriving home from a patrol shift. She wanted to be someone who could build trust and help create peace in this great city. Now she is gone. Another victim of this horrific epidemic of gun violence that's tearing our nation apart. You may have witnessed it already. You might witness it in your practice. We need you to speak out about this terrible travesty in America. Gun violence is the #1 cause of death of children under the age of 18. The #1 cause of death. Unthinkable. Here in the United States of America, this has happened. You are now and will become respected members of your community. Speak up. Tell them what these victims look like when they come into your emergency rooms and for treatment. Let America know this brutality has got to end. After the horrific murder of 19 little children in a school in Uvalde, Texas last year, the pediatrician who had cared for many of these kids, Dr. Roy Guerrero, testified before Congress about what he saw and how an AR-15 assault rifle devastates the bodies of little children. You don't have to go to Texas to see this outrage. You could have seen it sadly in Highland Park, Illinois last 4th of July, where a man took to the roof of a business and with 3 high-capacity ammunition clips, in 60 seconds fired off 83 rounds, killing 7 people, injuring 50, crippling a poor little boy of 8 years of age who will be paralyzed for life. That is the reality that you will see if you're in the practice of medicine, which takes you to those specialties. The words of Dr. Guerrero moved Congress to pass an important gun safety law, but not nearly enough. Our world is filled with medical miracles, but also with savage health inequalities and unnecessary suffering. Don't listen to the cynics who tell you to stay in your own lane. Have the courage to speak up. There's another field I want to say a word about. It was about 7 or 8 years ago that I visited another doctor whom I think the world of. His name is Francis Collins. Francis Collins was part of the research project that discovered the human genome. What an amazing line on his resume. He then became the head of the National Institutes of Health, the most respected medical research agency in the world. He became the head of that agency during presidencies, both Democrat and Republican. That's how respected he was. Is, I should say, still serving in government. I went to him and said, it was about 10 or 15 years ago when 3 members of Congress worked to double the budget of the National Institutes of Health. One of them was John Porter, who was a Republican congressman from the North Shore, not far away from here. The other 2 were Arlen Specter of Pennsylvania and Tom Harkin of Iowa. So I said to Dr. Collins, I'd love to do that myself, double your budget. I believe in you that much, but I can't get that done. What can I do? He said, go back and bring us 5% real growth in our budget each year. Our researchers have to have confidence that what they're working on they can see through all the way to the end. So I set out to do it and put together a bipartisan team of senators. Roy Blunt led it, Missouri's Republican senator. In addition to him, Patty Murray, a Democratic senator and a leader on the issue, and Lamar Alexander, now retired from the state of Tennessee. 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans, and we managed to dramatically increase the budget of NIH in the past 6 years from $30 billion to $48 billion. That money is well spent. I think we all know it, and you know it better than most. Some of you may decide that research is the right avenue for you, and I applaud you for it. The cures which you will find, the suffering which you alleviate, can make a difference not only here in the United States, but around the world. I'm going to continue to fight for medical research, community health centers, other priorities to support your work. But today, before we go any further, I just want to say congratulations. We celebrate many things today, but first and foremost, we celebrate you and your families and the people who gave you the confidence to move to this point in your life. Each of you has worked so hard to become a doctor or a researcher. Francis Collins says the NIH should really stand for the National Institute of Hope. That's what I see in you. So congratulations, Loyola Chicago's brilliant class of 2023. Here's to you in the future and hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Durbin. We are so very grateful that you are with us this afternoon. The candidates for the Doctor of Medicine degree will be presented. Your attention is directed to the candidates who are receiving their degrees cum laude with honor, magna cum laude with great honor, and summa cum laude with highest honor. I would like to ask President Reed and Dean Marzo to come forward to the center podium to award the degree Doctor of Medicine to the class of 2023.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Medicine degree please rise? President Reed, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Medicine. The candidates have fulfilled all of the requirements for the degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
This is the moment, graduates. Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the School of Medicine and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago, by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of our university, I am very pleased to confer upon you the Doctor of Medicine degree for which you have been recommended. And as a sign of your new academic status, you will be hooded here on stage. Congratulations, graduates.
The graduates will now come forward as directed by the marshals to be recognized by name. Graduates who have not yet been taken out of your rows by the marshals may be seated. Dr. Monica Edwards, who was honored earlier this spring by the class of 2023 as an outstanding professor, has been accorded the privilege of bestowing the doctoral hoods on our graduates. Our much beloved Senior Associate Dean, James Mendez, will join her and also do some of the hooding. Daryl Neighbors, Assistant Dean for Admissions, will be reading the names of the graduates. Guests, please remain in your seats and hold your applause. I know that will be hard. Until all of the students have been recognized, we want the families to be able to hear our graduates' names. Guests are not permitted on the arena floor or near the stage. Professional photographers are taking photos of the graduates, and these photos will be available to you in the coming days. Thank you for your cooperation.
Dr. Muhammad Ashraf Aburama. Dr. Alessandra Abernica. Dr. Safia Jenna Ajazi. Dr. April Raimundo Alcantara. Dr. Bernie Andrew Ameldos. Dr. Thomas Jack Arikian. Dr. Mackenzie Elise Arnold. Dr. Noshin Amara Beg. Dr. Muhuya Barua. Dr. Elizabeth Marie Belford. Dr. Sean Cho. Receiving her degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Esther Claire Bella Golofsky. Dr. Amanda Hope Bjornstad. Dr. Cassandra Nicole Blanchard. Dr. Janie Marie Bolitnikoff. Dr. Marissa Borgesi. Dr. Pooja Nagesh Barambad. Dr. Gumair Brower. Dr. Danielle Adele Brown. Receiving his degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Robert Gerard Canning, Jr. Dr. Hannah Glory Carey. Dr. Kylie Nye Carlson. Receiving his degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Justin Carrington. Dr. Stitati Chakraborty. Dr. Aquila Jane Chase. Dr. Jeffrey Chen. Receiving her degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Teresa Chang. Dr. Selena Caroline Chiodo. Dr. Jean Vivian Choi. Dr. Eric Chung. Dr. Nicolette Marie Kadaspati. Dr. Brendan Michael Connolly. Receiving his degree, summa cum laude, Dr. John Thomas Cook. Dr. Stephanie Cortina. Dr. Cindy Giovanna Cruz Alvarez. Dr. Mark Francis de Betancourt. Dr. Kyle Decker. Dr. Ann Taylor Edlund. Dr. Rebecca Feltman Frank Azogby. Dr. Ellen Grace Quo. Receiving her degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Amali Marie Fernando. Dr. Keshavi Gala. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Megan Marie Gertzen. Dr. Jake Goldstein. Dr. Sarah Marie Corral Gonzalez. Dr. Evan James Grace. Dr. Gregory Grigoropoulos. Dr. Kayla Marie Guerra. Dr. Frederick Tate Halfman. Dr. Kristen Danielle Hardy. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Jane Sinclair Harder. Dr. L. Harith El Siddiq. Dr. Margaret Mary Fahrenbach. Dr. Camille Eugenie De Jesus Ho and Baby. Receiving her degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Meredith Juliet Kushner. Dr. Anissa Fatima Hussein. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Samantha Helena Joan Jakubowski. Dr. Julia Ironetz. Dr. Sarah Pilar Kramer. Dr. Kirsten Kohan. Receiving her degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Molly Catherine Clare. Dr. Preston Kim. Dr. Fiduk Khan. Dr. Christina Kang. Receiving her degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Anika Johnston Dumaroff. Dr. Mark Girada. Dr. Danielle Marie Lavigny. Dr. Dave Kim Lee. Dr. Lee was enrolled in Loyola's MD-MPH dual degree program and was also awarded a master's in public health. Receiving his degree, cum laude, Dr. Cullen Maxwell Lilly. Dr. Lilly was enrolled in Loyola's graduate school and was also awarded a master's degree in Master of Arts. Dr. Christina Emily Linko. Receiving his degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Michael John Lito, Jr. Dr. Isabella Lorraine Lorenzo. Dr. Samuel Christopher Luber. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Marissa Elaine Luck. Dr. Luck was enrolled in Loyola's MD-PhD dual degree program and was also awarded a PhD. Dr. Amy Kian Mann. Dr. Nora Yvonne Martinez. Dr. Esther Masadi. Dr. Megan Janine High. Dr. Juliana Elizabeth Holzer. Dr. Jordan Leonidas Hunter. Dr. David Nicholas Mata. Dr. Megan Claire McDermott. Receiving her degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Elizabeth Ann Miller. Dr. Cesar Abar Montelongo Hernandez. Dr. Montalongo Hernandez was enrolled in Loyola's MD PhD dual degree program and was awarded a PhD. Dr. Ryan Musigi. Receiving his degree, cum laude, Dr. Tyler Thomas Morad. Dr. Ellen Elizabeth Murchie. Dr. James Joseph Mile. Dr. Janice Nam. Dr. Jamie Sarah Navid. Dr. Amanda Jane Naylor. Dr. Naylor was enrolled in Loyola's MD MPH dual degree program and was also awarded a master's in public health. Receiving her degree magna cum laude, Dr. Emily Jean Ness. Dr. Travis Brady Nielsen. Dr. Nielsen was enrolled in Loyola's MD MPH dual degree program and was also awarded a master's in public health. Dr. Muhammad Anas Newman. Dr. Alexander Scott O'Hara. Dr. Julia Organ. Dr. Kathleen C. Osea. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Isabella Sujin Ganella Park. Dr. Yuha Park. Dr. Ananda Patel. Dr. Patel was enrolled in Loyola's graduate school and was also awarded a Master's of Business Administration. Dr. Isha Patel. Receiving her degree, summa cum laude, Dr. Amy Ann Paul. Dr. Laura Elaine Pax. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Lael Louise Peterson. Dr. Minu Pichea. Receiving her degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Marissa Reed Polansich. Dr. Allison Serene Poles. Dr. Jacob Jerome Posen. Dr. Baruth Rajeswar Ramani. Dr. James Alexander Randall. Dr. Caitlin Elizabeth Ruiz. Dr. Ruiz was enrolled in Loyola's graduate school and was also awarded a Master of Arts degree. Dr. Crystal Rain Ann Richards. Dr. Elizabeth Rosen. Dr. Benjamin James Samuel. Dr. Natalie Linda Sanchez. Dr. Gabrielle Hanley Schweitzer. Dr. Peter Jung-In Suh. Dr. Kristen Faith Sessoms. Dr. Michelle Yonghua Su. Dr. Anisha Sharma. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Sumbul Siddiqui. Dr. Siddiqui was enrolled in Loyola's MD, MPH dual degree program and was also awarded a master's in public health. Dr. Joseph Singer and son. Dr. Catherine Pierce Smith. Dr. Patrick Raymond Smith. Dr. Roman Simeon Selecki. Receiving his degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Mark Andrew Solinsky. Dr. Yulia Solinsky. Dr. Jacqueline Valesa Solis. Dr. Brady T. Sun. Dr. Colleen Kara Stanky. Receiving his degree, cum laude, Dr. Daniel Michael Stino. Dr. Kevin Joshua Stonewall, Jr. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Alice Raying Su. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Caitlin Ashley Sullivan. Dr. Sullivan was enrolled in Loyola's MD MPH program and was awarded a master's in public health. Dr. Christina Nguyen Tran. Dr. Lindsay Stashevsky Trent. Receiving her degree, cum laude, Dr. Margaret Claire Euland. Receiving her degree cum laude, Dr. Drashti Upadhyay. Dr. Vidya Janki Vishva Bharothi. Dr. Ashley C. Wang. Dr. Emily Zhao Wang. Dr. Gabrielle Camille Wazalewski. Dr. Jesse Scott Webb. Dr. Joseph J. Werner. Dr. Peyton Ivy Whiston. Dr. Keaton Joseph Wishhouse. Dr. Chloe Geneva Williams. Dr. Sarah Rose Winfrey. Dr. Edgar Geronimo Yap, Jr. Dr. Yap was enrolled in Loyola's graduate school and was also awarded a Master of Arts degree. Dr. Mayuri Henri Usada. Dr. Cheryl Wu Zhang. Dr. Tara Jeanette Zielke. Receiving her degree, magna cum laude, Dr. Avital Simone Zucker.
Congratulations to the class of 2023 graduates from the Stritch School of Dean Marzo, maybe. Dean Marzo will now lead the graduating class in pledging the oath of Hippocrates, which is printed in your program on page 142 and displayed on the screens.
We now ask the graduates of the class of 2023, as well as all physicians in the audience, to please stand if you are able and join as a group in reciting the oath of Hippocrates. Please recite the oath along with me. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of the patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease, disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
Graduates, please be seated. We will now watch a video message from the Loyola University Chicago Alumni Association.
Hi, my name is Lucas Williamson from the class of 2022, and I'm currently a professional basketball player. Congratulations on one of the greatest accomplishments in your life, your graduation. You are now officially a Loyola alumnus, and you join fellow alumni living throughout the world. So, how do we stay connected to our classmates, our peers, and our university? One of the best ways is to volunteer. After graduation, you are automatically a part of the Loyola University Chicago Alumni Association. So get involved with your regional Rambler community.
Thanks, Lucas, and congratulations to all of our graduates. My name is Nancy Andrade, and I am currently Commissioner for the Chicago Commission on Human Relations. Loyola has been your academic home for several years, and as you graduate, please know that this is not a goodbye. It is just your next step in our relationship. We can stay connected through Loyola's mentorship program, Loyola Linked. With Loyola Linked, you can mentor current students and receive mentorship from other Loyola alumni. It is a great way to share your expertise and become a mentor or even find your next job.
Thank you, Nancy, and congrats, everyone. My name is Hans Nelson, and I am the president and co-founder of Inspire 11 here in Chicago. A great way to stay in touch is to keep in contact with professors and staff or attend one of the many alumni events throughout the year. Even if you do not live in Chicago, after you graduate, there are regional Rambler communities that you can be a part of.
Thank you, Hans, and congrats, everyone. My name is Candace Moore, and I'm the City of Chicago's first Chief Equity Officer at Chicago's Office of Equity and Racial Justice. As you have heard, there are so many great ways to stay connected to our classmates, our peers, and our university. And it is so important to remain part of our community, so let's stay in touch. Let's volunteer, let's give back, let's mentor, and let's keep learning from each other. Thank you, and congratulations again on your graduation from Loyola University Chicago.
It is now my privilege to invite President Mark Reed back to the podium for some final remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I sense this is a crowd that likes to make some noise. So go ahead and make as much noise as you want right now. That's pretty good, not bad, but this is the 12th and final ceremony this week, and I've been keeping score. Now, you have the advantage of going last. And right now, you're close, but you're not quite there. The law school this morning is in the lead. So you want to try that again? Make as much noise as you want. You got it, you got it, you got it. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and the entire Loyola University Chicago community, I offer you my heartfelt and deepest congratulations on this special day. And welcome, of course, to all the family and friends who are joining us and to all those who are watching this on our live feed. And I ask the graduates, our newest alumni, and most importantly, our newest doctors to please stand. Doctors, let's take a moment to acknowledge and to thank the people whose dreams of this day stretch back a long time. To be here today, you've had to already do this once before. You graduated at least once, and some of you maybe twice before today. And sometimes when you get to do it a second or third time, you appreciate it more. And the people that are here and supporting you and helped you, I can guarantee you they appreciate it as well. So I'm thinking, of course, of your parents, your family, your friends who provided advice, support, and companionship on this journey, and will continue to do so. So you know where they are here in the arena today or watching remotely. So turn to them or look at the cameras, and you give them a wave and a thankful round of applause. Now, doctors, I guarantee you this. Few of you, if any, will remember the president of Loyola University Chicago, who spoke at your graduation ceremony and shook your hand. And I'm perfectly fine with that. But you will vividly remember the experiences that you had here, and in particular, the remarkable faculty that you had here at Loyola and in your clinical rotations. You will benefit from their insight and care for the rest of your lives. And so please, with the faculty that are here today or are elsewhere, acknowledge them with a grateful round of applause. And we have already heard wonderful reflections and remarks from our student and commencement speakers. And I know what time it is on a Saturday afternoon. So you can take comfort that I know when to be brief. I only have this to say to you simply. You have been privileged to be part of the Jesuit educational experience that is nearly 500 years old, and more than 150 years old, specifically here at Loyola. And we have sought to educate in you, through the Stritch School of Medicine, the next generation of leaders who will be capable of shaping the future with vision, justice, and charity, with a sense of calling, with concern for all of the human family. And you have received much during your time at Loyola and at Stritch, but remember that your education ultimately isn't just for you. It's for you to serve and to make a difference in the lives of others. And we have no doubt that you will. So go forth, embrace your futures, your careers as physicians, boldly and confidently. Always remember that you are loved. We love you. Your parents, family, friends love you. And God loves you. Thank you very much, and congratulations, class of 2023. Doctors, it's your turn to be seated. And I invite everyone else here in the arena today to please stand if you are able, and to join me in a final blessing over our graduates. The words are in your program, but will also appear on the screens. And I invite you to stretch out your arms and pray with me. May God bless you and sustain you on this your graduation day. May the Creator of this vast universe keep you safe as you go forth from this place that has nourished your mind and your soul. May the Almighty look down upon you and give you success in all your endeavors, courage in all your struggles and challenges, understanding in all that is new to you, wisdom to choose what is right and do what is good, perseverance in all you undertake, serenity and peace in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are loved. And may the Lord of all look kindly upon you this day and forever. Amen.
Will our graduates please rise? It is now my privilege to invite Olivia Hess, recent graduate from the College of Arts and Sciences, to lead the community in the Loyola University alma mater. Olivia will be accompanied by the Loyola Wind Ensemble. Thank you, Olivia, and thank you to all of our talented musicians. Let's give them a round of applause. We ask that the audience please be seated until the recessional from the stage and the graduates have left the arena. Following the recessional, please join the graduates for a reception in the Damon Student Center.